Good morning, guys. Thank you for coming online.
Good morning.
Hello, thank you.
Good
Thank
morning, teacher.
Hello, ladies. Thank you so
Good
much.
morning.
Hi, Danny. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Okay, Herman is here. Yeah, let's wait the rest of your classmates so we can start with your presentations, okay? Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm gonna keep my microphone closed for a bit. Okay, I see 11 of you here. Thank you so much for your punctuality. I appreciate it as usual. Okay, well, for today, as you know, it was a schedule, is the oral presentation day, okay? I assign you some inventions and you were supposed to create an oral presentation with a partner, making use of passive voice, which has been the topic of this week's final topic, the final topic of this final week of activities in regards to this level, because as I told you, next week we will be starting with the new, level, which is intermediate 2. So yeah, I am more than ready to listen to you. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen in order to give you guys the possibility to share yours with us, okay? So I have Alejandra and Andres Murillo, the two of you have the iPad. I also have Herman, who was supposed to be working with Eduardo and Enrique about the computer and laptop. I also have the other couple, which is Alex Rincon and Kelly. The two of you are going to talk about the elevator or lift. I have Manuel and Harold. The two of you are going to talk about the coffee maker. And I have the WhatsApp group, which is, Ricardo ladies. And I also assign you guys, Daniel, because he didn't have partner. And finally, Ronaldo, Sayuri, and Yelitza. I don't see Sayuri here, neither Yelitza. But the three of you were supposed to talk about the cubicle and office supplies, okay? So I'm going to allow, okay, I'm going to allow sharing my screen, okay? I mean, you sharing your screen with me. And I would love to, listen to any volunteer group, any volunteer. I will be taking notes, okay, during your presentation. And at the end, I will provide you my feedback, which I always, do it, especially with oral presentations, okay? So I don't know, I would like to start maybe Alejandra, Andres, are you guys ready? Would you like to start? Aleja and Andres, the two of you had the iPad. Yeah, the invention in regards to the iPad, you guys ready? Alejandra, Andres, Alejandra.
Teacher, wait a minute. I have connection issues.
Okay, I'm gonna choose then another group. Yeah, if you don't mind to listen and yeah, find out. For example, I would love to listen to Kelly and Alexander. Yeah, would you like to start, guys? Yeah, Kelly and Alexander.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, fantastic. So yeah, my screen, is all yours. Okay, the option of sharing a screen is there for you. So I will be, taking notes here about your presentation. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be taking notes here about your presentation. Your invention is the elevator. Okay. So yeah, I am more than ready to listen to you. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Thank you so much, Alexander. I see you already start sharing your screen with me.
Okay, teacher, let me make the presentation bigger and that's it.
Excellent.
Okay.
Okay, good morning to all of you. I'm Kelly, and first of all, we would like to start with a definition about elevators. We could say an elevator is a device that is used for carrying people up and down inside buildings. It's also called lift and is defined by the dictionary as a car or a kind of cubicle that moves in a vertical shaft to carry passengers or freight between the levels or a multi-story buildings. Its operation is through a system of cables and shifts, but modern elevators are propelled by electric motors.
Okay, so let's begin with the history of the elevators. Elevators were invented in 236 before Christ by an architect called Vitruvio. These elevators were powered by humans and animals connected to some pulleys that transfers the force. Of course, everything was in the archaic materials like rocks and that type of things. The elevators were used to raise animals up to the floor. For example, in the Colosseum,
Mhm.
here is the real elevator that were used there. And the Coliseum has at least 25 elevators and it can raise 7 meters, 8 men 7 meters. In the 17th century, prototypes of elevators were installed in the palace buildings of England too and France. Then become the industrial era. So steam power was being used to make automatic elevators in the industrial era. It passed from biological force like humans and animals to have engines. And that was only because at this time the companies need to carry a big load. And then after the industrial era, the first electrical elevator was built by Werner von Siemens. Well, that name must be,
German.
yes, German, and Siemens is the big company about telecommunications and electrical buildings.
Mhm.
And well, he was an electrical engineer from Germany. Yes, and it was in 1880 his construction, and 2 years later, the hydraulic power was introduced to the world of the elevators, and upgrading the elevators has become like an habit since that days. Each 2 or 3 years, on were upgraded until 1990. That was the full automatic elevators as we know today, just without that automatization, I think.
Mhm. Okay, thank you, Alice.
Okay, and what about the importance? Importance in the context, in the world context. Over the past few years, cities have been built vertically. We can find buildings almost anywhere within a city, and buildings are being used for hospital, companies, schools, universities, homes, and that's why elevators play an important role in our lifestyles, even in the workplace, because they can be used for going to different floors faster, facilitating transporting for people with reduced mobility, allowing people to go to very high floors in a short time and in a simple way. And thanks to elevators have been improved, nowadays are very safe transport. And for that reason, millions of people around the world are transported for elevators, and they will be used for a long, long time in the future. And that
Okay.
was our presentation.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you all
Okay.
for hearing us.
Very proud. You did a good job. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Alice. I've been attentively, paying attention to your presentation. Congratulations. I think you did a fantastic job. I like this presentation. It was short, it was precise, it was concise. And I like the organization of the whole information. Okay, I would like to start with Alice. Yeah, I think your pronunciation was great as usual. My only feedback will be in regards to some verbs in past simple, but the rest, I mean, the information was as clear as water. At the end of the day, that's the most important thing. Some of the verbs that I heard from you were the verb connected, okay? The Coliseum, okay, a very important and historical place. And the verb to install, also install in past, okay? But overall, you did a fantastic job as usual. I have told you this in private, and I have to say once again, you are a terrific student. I'm so proud of you. Okay, congratulations. In
Thank you,
regards
teacher.
to Kelly, yes, Kelly, I like your presentation as well. I love the explanation. I also love the photos because every single photo was showing me a transition. And at the end of the day, that's the thing with inventions. They evolve. So that's something that we have to keep in mind. My only feedback for you will be in regard to the last part of the presentation when you are telling me about the importance of elevators in the current world. When you say to me, I remember you say something like elevators will be, important in a short period of time. For example, when you were telling me about people in offices or in buildings, okay, that they have the necessity to reach a higher floor, well, they need to use an elevator. So yeah, in English we say people are able to reach higher floors in a short period of time. I think you told me in short time. Okay, so in English we say in a short period of time, but other than that, your presentation was also fantastic. Okay, congratulations, guy. I'm gonna give you a 100% to the two of you. Thank you. Yeah, you did a
Thank you,
great,
teacher.
great job. Okay, very, very
Thank you,
proud of you. Okay, thank you. Any other group, any other couple that would like to, carry on, that would like to continue with their presentation, please? This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for autonomy from you, which I know you have because you guys are on in an advanced level. Okay, ladies. Okay, ladies, would you like to your presentation alongside Ricardo and Daniel? I know your group, it's the WhatsApp. Yeah, the importance of WhatsApp. Okay, yeah, are you guys ready?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, fantastic. Let me see. Yes, my screen is there for sharing with you. Okay, yes, excellent. Yes, my screen is there with you. Okay.
You can see the screen.
Yes,
Um,
I
the
am. I am
slide.
able. I am able to see the screen now. Yes, give me a
Okay.
second. I'm gonna be taking notes here. Okay, as I did it before. Okay, let me put it here. This is the WhatsApp group. Okay, you can start.
Okay, teacher. Thank you. Okay, let's start. Good morning, teacher and everybody. My group and I are going to talk about one of the most recognized and youth invasions in recent times. And we will be talking to you about Daniel Rodriguez, Ricardo Romero, and myself, Ladies de Avila. Okay, already, let's start. History and evolution. The WhatsApp and WhatsApp was created in 2009 by Jan Cohn and Brian Acton. These people, Cohn and Acton, had been working at Yahoo, which they already knew long before starting the project. Basically, WhatsApp was designed to transmit information through notifications or short and simple text messages. The project arises since Acton was convinced by his friend come to form a society. However, later, WhatsApp had obtained little growth, and in its early stages, and Acton had wanted to abandon the project. But after taking, Acton was convinced by Cohn to stay in the project. Okay, and nevertheless, a little later, WhatsApp had obtained has investment of $250,000 by the former colleagues of Yahoo. Okay.
WhatsApp was acquired in 2014 by Mark Zuckerberg. From that moment, WhatsApp has obtained numerous updates and important functionalities. For example, in 2015, the voice call and WhatsApp were implemented in the in application to extend communication even for further, and they make user more comfortable. At the end of 2016, the video call were released as a new function on WhatsApp. For 2017, the WhatsApp business was implemented as a new WhatsApp feature for use by small and medium-sized businesses. WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram were interconnected in 2019 in order to expand the user database, favoring users in the easy handling of these three applications. Currently, WhatsApp is being used by more than 1,200 million users around the world. Count that he has created an application that will serve as a personal agenda. Cohn and Acton meet when they were working for Yahoo. Former worker Bulda Society WhatsApp revolutionized the world of instant messaging. Next.
Thank you, Danny.
Good morning, teacher, everybody.
Hello, hi, Ricardo. Thank you for coming.
And WhatsApp has been very important in our life since its creation. Thanks to it, we keep in contact with our families or friends. And WhatsApp is used for many people to communicate in any context in which they share interest. And for example, in universities or school, students use it to set a date, to do a job or homework, or simply to get together and make friends. And in companies or offices, workers use WhatsApp to notify their college or bosses about the small news that appears. I mean, companies have used WhatsApp as an internal communication tool. WhatsApp has also been used by entrepreneurs since through this application they can do publicity or their products. WhatsApp has no boundaries for its communication. All of us can make phone calls globally without any cost. Now, we will talk about some curious facts about WhatsApp.
Thank you, Ricardo.
Okay, then fun facts about the WhatsApp. Okay, first, Com and Acton were rejected by Facebook before they created WhatsApp. Okay.
Telegram has been one of WhatsApp biggest rivals.
The WhatsApp business chatbot has been a novelty for entrepreneurs.
Entrepreneurs, yeah, entrepreneur. I know. A tricky word, yeah, but that's the
Very hard.
correct pronunciation. Entrepreneur, yeah.
Thank you, teacher. Through it, they can sell, or show their products or services.
Okay, KLM Airline was the first company that realized the test of chatbot service in the WhatsApp business.
WhatsApp has incorporated among its improvements the function of having temporary private messages which disappear over time.
Okay, thank you guys.
Okay,
Wow, I
teacher,
love
thank
this
you.
presentation. Thank you so much. I think you did a fantastic job. Okay, give me 1 second.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Ricardo. And thank you, ladies. Okay. Well, I'm going to give you my feedback about this because I've been, paying attention, listening to your content. And yes, I like it. I love the whole thing. I love the presentation and, of course, everything that you have to say about it. I would like to start with Kelly. I love the way you start with the presentation because you sound super confident as usual. My only feedback will be in regards to some words because of course the content is amazing, okay? Yeah, when you are mentioning the word abandon, the verb to abandon, yes, I think you're mentioning something like in regards to the creator, okay, how he felt when starting with this tool, okay? Another word for lady and for everybody is the word college, okay? Yeah, and that's something I heard from Danny as well, okay? The word college, and continue practicing the verbs in past simple. Another verb that I would like to provide you a feedback with is the pronunciation in regards to verb created, okay? Yeah, past simple. Yes, but other than that, yeah, your presentation was fabulous. Congratulations. Okay. I would like to continue with Danny. Yes, Danny, I want to say to you how proud I am about you because how proud I am, in regards to your performance in these classes because I have seen you evolving, I have seen your productions send privately to me. And I always give you my feedback there, okay? But I think you need to continue working on your self-confidence. And I think it's terrific what you are doing, okay? So my feedback with you in regards to your presentation will be to some specific words I heard that I would like to correct for you. For example, one of those words were the word acquire, okay? Yeah, when you're talking about WhatsApp being acquired by Facebook. Okay, yeah. Then we realized that it wasn't like that at the beginning. Yeah, these people have to work really hard. Okay. Also, the verb to obtain. Okay, in past simple is another regular verb. The word private. Okay, that's the correct pronunciation. Private. Okay. Another one is the word comfortable. Okay, comfortable. Another one is the word implemented. Okay, yeah, when they were trying to implement these new tools that will definitely change our lives forever. And the final one is the verb to build. Okay, I think you use that verb when talking about build a society. Okay, other than that, your presentation was great. Congratulations. Okay. And finally, for Ricardo, I love your presentation, to be honest with you. The only word that I would like to provide my feedback with is the pronunciation of the word boundaries, okay? When we set boundaries with someone or something, we always like, establish those boundaries for a particular reason. And yeah, that the tricky word that I know is a little complicated for some people to pronounce. Yeah, entrepreneurs. Yes, you did a great job. And other than that, I'm very proud of you. Okay, congratulations, guy. I'm gonna give you a 100% to each of you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay, yeah, fabulous presentation. Okay,
Thank you,
so
teacher.
much. Okay, another group, another couple that would like to continue, please, with their presentation. Okay, Andres. Yes, Andres, I know your partner for this is Aleja. Yes, and the two of you have been assigned with the iPad. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, let me continue here. Continue taking some notes over here. Okay, Alejandra and yeah, Alejandra and Andres. Okay, my screen is all yours. Yeah,
Okay, wait. Um,
no problem. Yeah, I'm here. Don't worry. Okay, Aleja and Andres. Okay.
well, please tell me if you can see the
Yeah,
screen.
I am able to see your screen. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning, teacher.
Good morning.
We're going to talk about the iPad, but before we start with the presentation, we
Mm-hmm.
want to show you a video, and I would like you to see it. And
Mm-hmm.
tell me if you can hear the sound, please.
Okay, yeah, I will let you know. Don't worry.
I would like to show it to you today for the first time.
Yes.
And we would call it the iPad. So, let me show it to you now. This is what it looks like. I happen to have one right here. That's what it looks like. Very thin. Looks just like this. So, just give you a little overview. It's very thin. And you can change the background screen, the home screen, to personalize it any way you want. People put their own photos on it, I'm sure, but we ship a few and you can make it anything you want. And what this device does is extraordinary. You can browse the web with it. It is the best browsing experience you've ever had. It's phenomenal to see a whole web page right in front of you, and you can manipulate with your fingers. It's unbelievably great. Way better than a laptop. Way better than a smartphone.
Okay, that
Okay.
was the video.
Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay. Yeah.
Start with the presentation.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, so let's begin with the presentation. Alejandra and me are going to talk about the iPad. We're going to talk about what is it and why is it important. Okay, so Alejandra.
Thank you, Andres.
Hi, good morning. I am going to talk about what is the iPad. The iPad is a line of tablet computers designed and marketed by Apple Inc. The iPad was invented by Steve Jobs in 1998. Steve Jobs was an American inventor and designer who was the co-founder of Apple's revolutionary products, which include computers, the iPhone, the iPad, and finally the iPad. And the first iPad was released on April 3, 2010. Why is the iPad important? In my point of view, it's very important because nowadays we are living in a digital world, and iPad has been designed to be better at web browsing, email, photos, video, music, and camera, games, and books or ebooks. So it's very useful for personal and business purpose, even education purpose. So to use an iPad have a lot of benefits because iPad is portable and it can be used anywhere, and that is very useful in traveling and easy to use for all ages.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to talk about some features.
Mhm.
And yes, as Alejandra was saying, iPad is very important for business and personal purposes. And yes, it has some features as Bluetooth, internet connectivity, multi-touch facility, and it's simple to use. I'm going to give you an example. Um, if a photographer in the beginning, when the iPad was invented or released, wanted to edit a picture or something, they couldn't do it in a very proper way. But as the iPad was, um, yes, as Apple was releasing some new models of iPad, um, a photographer can use it to edit their photographies. And I saw several testimonials from photographers who said that they actually are stop using computers and they start using iPads because they say it's easier, so they can be anywhere using it and they feel more comfortable. Yes.
The iPad evolution. Apple's iPad revolutionized the tablet market, and the first generation iPad was introduced by Apple co-founder Steve Jobs in January 2010 and sold more than 3 million units in 80 days. The second generation iPad was released in 2011 and was the first iPad to feature a front-facing camera. The third generation iPad was the first full-size iPad to support Touch ID. The seventh generation was the first of the line to support Apple Pencil and a smart keyboard. And the last iPad models have been introduced in 2020 and 2021. And those iPad models have been updated with a new colorful design and a more powerful processor and a more sophisticated camera system.
Okay. I'm going to tell you some differences between the iPads.
like I said, in the first iPad, they didn't have the same features as the current ones. They didn't have the same internet connectivity as the new iPad because Apple saw that many people was taking very seriously using the iPad for their jobs and things like that. And number two, the size. Apple has been innovating the size of the iPad because they saw too that not everybody likes a bigger device. Yes.
Yeah.
And they take that and they take me to point number three. In order to that, nowadays we can see diversity on their device. We have the iPad Mini, iPad Air, iPad Pro, which are devices a little bit cheaper, but why they are cheaper? Because they have lost some features. So many people can access to the prices because are a little bit cheaper. Yes, you can see a normal iPad is bigger than an iPad Mini, and of course, an iPad Mini is going to be a little bit cheaper because the size and because it doesn't have some features that the normal iPad has. So that's the issue.
Oh, I love that. Oh my God. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I love this presentation. Congratulations. Yeah, you did a fantastic, fantastic presentation. Thank you, Andres. Thank you, Alejandra. I love the whole thing. I love the evolution, the pictures, the content. I think the two of you did a terrific job. I would like to start with Alejandra, providing you my feedback. I think your pronunciation is fantastic, Alejandra. You have great intonation, okay, which is very important when speaking a second language, okay. I think my feedback will be, will be short for you because to be honest with you, I only heard 2 words that I think I want to provide you my feedback, which are, for example, at the beginning when you mentioned the date in which the recent iPad was released. Yes, I saw in the presentation April 3, okay? Remember when we are giving a complete date, we use ordinal numbers, okay? So in English, we should say April 3rd, okay? And then we mention the year. And another word is the word purposes. Yeah, I felt like you were a little scared to pronounce that word. Yes, but don't be scared. That's the correct pronunciation, okay? When you say for business purposes, for study purposes, etc., okay? Other than that, you did a fantastic presentation. Congratulations to you. And Andres, I also love your presentation, especially the features and the characteristics. And when you start going, with the differentiation of the iPad, I love that. Okay, I think that's good information, especially if someone is planning on buying an iPad because it's a fantastic tool. I know that. My partner has one, and I'm like, wow, I'm jealous of him because he's able to do so many things, and he said you should get one yourself. So I think this presentation provided me some great information. So probably I will consider to get myself one because I have seen the advantages of having one of these devices. And yes, it's true, they aren't cheap, but it's because of quality, okay. Yes, I think you did a fantastic job. Your presentation was great. So congratulations to the two of you, okay. 100% for each of you. Thank you guys, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, you did a great job. Okay, yes, Harold, tell me, would you like to continue? Yeah, with your
Teacher,
Yes,
teacher, good
Manuel.
morning. Good
Good
morning, teacher, and
morning.
good morning, friends. Manuel and me are going to talk about the coffee maker.
Okay,
Teacher,
fantastic. Yeah, yes,
teacher,
tell me.
I need your help. I'm going to share to you a link of YouTube. This is our video because our internet connection is very poor, and I'm afraid we are not able to finish